Hello, my name is Fiona Stanton from Feast Papercraft. Today I want to show you a variation on this card. The main element I want to show you is how I created the colourful background. I hope you can see that the shimmer and glitter in there as well. So I'll show you how to do that. I saw this idea of a Creative Expressions show on Hashanda. So I just sort of adapted it to use Stampin' Up products. Now, like I said, I'm doing a variation. I've actually changed a few elements because I was running out of cardstock and bits and pieces, as you do. So it's slightly different, but it's mainly the technique I wanted to show you the background. First of all, we're going to be using this set, which is the Amazing Life stamp set. It comes in a bundle with the rectangular stitched framelits, which are brilliant framelits. You can see you get plenty. I think you get 15 altogether. No, 13, sorry. Of layering sizes, and they stitch both the inside and the outside, which enables us to create this lovely frame. So that's that. So I've already done the die cutting, so I'm just going to do the stamping. So we're going to stamp on acetate using StazOn. So what I want to do really is I'm going to use my Stamparatus. This is mainly not for precision, but because obviously the window sheets, which is acetate, are slippery. So I don't want it to move when I stamp. So the Stamparatus helps that. Make sure I get that. Move that down a bit. So obviously it is helpful. I can line it up and get it where I want to on the acetate. Of course that happens with acetate. It all moves again. So hopefully we've got that. Just going to move the acetate up a bit, I think. Oh, okay, so that's what you don't want to do with your magnets. Oh, can slide them apart. Be very careful with your magnets. You do not want them to get too close or they will stick, and that will be that. So we're using StazOn because that will dry on acetate. It's quite nice having a stamp case underneath. Don't know whether you can see. It helps to give you something without thinking you're going to break your hinge, which you probably won't, but it's just nice. There we go. Right. Like I said, it's not for precision. The acetate will move because it will stick to the stamp, so you won't be able to, if you miss stamp, go over. So make sure, I mean, there's no rush. Well, it's mainly, I've done this so it doesn't slip on the acetate and you get a blurred image. But that will do, that's fine. And let's give that a few minutes to dry while we pack our stamp and our Stamparatus. One day I will know what it's called. All I know is it's a very useful tool and I like it. Let's get those out of the way. Carefully with the magnets. Obviously, if you do have a pacemaker and things like that, anything electronic in you, just be careful. Now it does dry quickly. Just see. Yeah, it feels alright to me. Let's wave it around. It does dry quite quickly on there, and I mean, it's not a perfect image, but it will do for what I want. So we turn it over, and we're going to add some colour to the background. Now these are obviously all Stampin' Up products, or most of the Stampin' Up products are water-based. And so they won't dry particularly well on acetate. So we're going to find something that will absorb it and help it oops. We're going to find something that will absorb it and help it, so it looks like. So this is, so I should say, this is shimmer spray and water. So this is the Frosted White Shimmer Paint, which I've just diluted with water. And you need to spray quite a lot. She says it did move when I did it before. Maybe it helps if I aim at the acetate, who knows. There we go, it's starting to move now. So you get all the different colours coming through. There's only shimmer paint and water. It's not the end of the day, is it? End of the world if you use a lot of it up. And this is Dazzling Diamonds glitter. Just need a little pinch and just sprinkle that on. Don't need too much of this at all, really. So that's how we get the glitter and the shimmer. Right, let's put that away. Glitter, glitter, glitter. Now this is just a piece of ordinary Kleenex or, you know, hand tissue. The tissue you blow your nose on. Just scrunch it up and this will give you texture in the background. Okay, and then we're just going to plonk that on top. Okay, now I'm going to use this, it's just, you know, ordinary toilet paper just so I don't get my hands dirty. Press that down. Now it's not going to stick on there, obviously, until we put some glue, because we've got nothing there which is sticky. So I'm just going to put a little bit of glue at the top like that. And what I have got, now I cut this pretty fine, but let's hope that that covers around the acetate, and that can stick on there as well. Now all of that, let's pick that up, acetate and everything. There we go. Could have spread a bit further, but that will do. That will do for what we want. And we just need to leave that to one side to dry, and then we can trim it all down, ready to go in a frame. Yeah, I put that pretty low. Yeah, it's not going to come off. That's fine. That's fine. Right. So that's, I've just added that piece of just a bit of scrap card just to add some stability to the back. But that will be fine. So we're just going to leave that to one side to dry. Make sure. And obviously this is quite wet now with shimmer spray. I do like shimmer spray. I call it shimmer spray, but it's your own spray. So it says alcohol now. I just added water. I shouldn't have mixed it in that one. I have one bottle for water and one bottle for alcohol. And look what I've done. I put my water in my alcohol bottle. Anyway, so that's just the frosted white shimmer paint with water in the spritzer. So that's fine. And I'll stop rambling. So I've already cut up my frame. Like I said, it's going to be slightly different from that. I'm actually going to remove that and work on just a table. Otherwise I'm going to get my card wet. So this is, oh look, it's all over there as well. Oh, I'm going to get shimmer everywhere. Excuse me as I tidy up. I do like shimmer spray, but I don't want it everywhere. Everywhere. So this is just some of the powder pink 6x6 designer paper stack. You can get them in both the in colours, the 2017-19 and 2018-20. And I think you get about 40 sheets in each, I think. I can't remember now. It might be a bit less than that. But you can also get them in the colour families as well. So the subtles, the brights, the regals and the neutrals. And you get spots and stripes. So that's going to go like that. Let's fold that in half. Let that dry. And then this will go round here. So we can frame that. So let me do that quickly. It's not quite dry, but it's dry enough for me to work with, and that's the main thing. And once I've got this frame on, I can trim the rest of it around with some scissors. That's it. Just give that a few minutes to grab. Like I said, it's still a bit wet, so I'll get my scissors. Obviously, you would leave this to dry for a lot longer. Trying to cut wet paper, as you know, isn't the easiest thing. And obviously it doesn't have to be neat, as long as nobody can see what you're doing. Or what you've done. Let's get the bulk of it out of the way, and then I'll have a look and see what I need to... see what I need to do to trim up. Okay. Yeah, problem with wet tissue, so you just pull it. But that actually isn't too bad. That will do. So you just let yours dry a bit longer, you know, until the tissue is dry. And then we're going to use these in the back. These are the more, what do they call them? The foam adhesive strips. So these will go in the back. Now I do like them, but I have to say I have great difficulty in getting anything straight with them. So all I can say is stand up when you use them. Two should be enough, I think. Okay, take these off. And let's hope we can get this straight on our card front. It's nice having such a big greeting, and this is a different way of being able to tidy it, colour it, and tidy it, to colour it in. Sorry, why am I fascinated by tidying? Right, let's try and get this straight. Excuse me if I don't. Okay. There we go. So there we go. You can see that one's not quite perfect on the card, but it will do. So there you go. So that's how I created that background. You can obviously add more colour, spritz more, make it move more. But I think it's quite a nice, quick way of colouring in and getting texture in the background, because I don't know if you can see, you can really see the crumples in the tissue paper as well. I will be trying it with proper tissue paper, like what you wrap your presents in, rather than just you know, handkerchief tissue paper. Alright, thank you very much. My name's Fiona Stanton from Papercraft. Bye.